Yeah,
more,
people
more,
will
more.
easily surrender their life of freedom and the call to adventure for an iPhone.
So what the governments like to mate with the people if they have no work?
That is a good question. I said, why do you seem so distracted all the time? I can't stand that shit, Brownie. They stealing your car. So what do you want to talk about?
Today about AI, I think it's a good thing to talk because
Well, it is the thing on everybody's mind right now and the thing that's taken over the internet, so maybe it's a good time that we have a small discussion about it quickly.
yeah, the first question is, what is an AI?
Well, it's an artificial intelligent thing. Artificial means what? Like robotic, mechanic,
You sure?
made by humans.
You sure? What is the human?
What do you think we were designed? We were made. Okay, just so we don't have to cut out this part, let's talk about how the Matrix,
Okay.
even the Animatrix, if you've seen that movie, we have surrendered our minds after the war. So first we had the war with artificial intelligent robots. Our heads of governments and the leaders of our nations decided to sign a peace treaty with the robots. Thus came the existence of the Matrix. So that is interesting because now I'm not so sure that that will be the case. I mean, you can contradict me if you want or argue with me about it, but I think now the case will be that since this is a discussion we were going to have last time, but I had to cut it out of the video, but since we are already so captivated by our games, the games that we play online, and yeah, mostly just the games. You know, we can already tell that we want to escape and we want to live as other people or as other things in a virtual world. We would rather spend our time playing games all day long to improve the features of our characters online. And we don't even just have to settle for one character. We can settle for many characters. We can design as many characters as we want, actually, and live different lives in different types of avatars: girls, guys, monsters, aliens, robots. You know, and so since it's already so appealing and attractive to us to live those lives, I don't think it's going to end up being a war like the Matrix talks about. I think we will willfully surrender our minds to artificial intelligence, since we will want to live in a virtual world where we don't need to make hard decisions like going to work every day and whatnot, where we can live our whole existence in the virtual world, in virtual reality, which is kind of, I think we are in the start of that era now. And you know, what I see, Peter, about artificial intelligence and even quantum computers, you know, and maybe combining those two forces in the future, which is definitely the trend I see coming. I think that we will, with the help of AI, be able to design things like, you know, functioning organs, biochemical organs that biomechanical organs that will be able to function using nanites, for example, and be able to have us live for thousands of years instead of just under 100 years or 70 years, you know, and that way we will, and maybe be able to feed us and give us water supply without us even needing to eat or drink, you know, and we can be sitting in chairs or laying down in beds for however long it will keep us alive, and then we can just continue existing in a virtual reality world. I think that's maybe what's on the horizon for us concerning mankind's future. And our developments and knowledge about how
I remember.
quantum mechanics work.
I remember there exists a movie about the story you
What
told.
I'm talking about.
A movie with what's the actor from Die Hard?
Die Hard.
Yeah, the actor.
Oh, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, with Bruce Willis.
Looper.
I don't know. I don't know the name, but I know such a story exists in a movie. So he's a police officer in a special age, and his AI work for him. You know, he looks fresh in the surreality, and in the reality, it's an old man, and he have a problem with his wife. His wife not go out, and her AI work as a face and makeup and hairstylist, you know, one of the top, and I don't know, New York or Beverly Hills or wherever. And it's interesting, this story, because every morning the AI go to work for him, you know.
Oh, so he goes to work instead.
Yeah, but he's connected directly with the AI. This is it's not only
it's not 13 monkeys
fiction.
or something like that.
Huh?
13 monkeys maybe. I'm not sure. It doesn't really ring a bell for me. Maybe you're much older than me and I don't know the movies that you were.
No. It's a new movie. It's a new movie.
Is it a new movie?
A new movie.
When was it made?
22, I think. 21.
What?
22?
22?
Or maybe 23.
Whoa! So brand new.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. I'm interested now. Now I want to go see it because I love movies.
I just not remember the name of the movie.
So so that's how I think that AI, along with quantum computers, or quantum elements, are going to influence our future in the next 10 to 20 years.
Back to the question: what really is an AI? We also can call ourselves as an AI.
Yeah, but then you're saying that someone designed us or created us.
Yeah.
Is that what you think? Someone created us?
It's not what I think. It's what I know. It's not what I think.
How do you know that?
You come from South Africa, not?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I come from.
How is the school system there?
The what?
The school system. The schools.
The Jew system.
The school.
The school.
Yeah, the school system.
The school system.
Same like Thailand? You have to use an uniform?
I mean, it could be better. The school system could be better.
No, this is not a question. Better or not, it's not a question. The style. You have to use an uniform? Same Thailand,
Yes.
same... Yeah?
Yes, we have to use a word.
This is the first step. Why? What is the reason? Why you have to use an uniform?
Well, probably because the schools use it as a marketing, a way to market that, you know, this is their school.
You sure? Think deeper.
What is there to think about? Tell me.
Two genders.
Huh?
Two genders is the
Two
first.
genders.
Yeah? Two genders is the first. The first. It's a program. Yeah? The girls have used girls wear and the boys have to use boys wear. The second is the uniform.
Yeah, but wait, no.
It's
Wait,
special.
let's pause on the two genders thing, because right now, obviously, that's not the case. The schools are already
It's
implementing
one of the cases. We just talk about the AI, how it created for human from the systems. You know what I mean? You understand? The first part is the two genders. The second part is they create soldiers for the own system, for the own political system. You know what I mean? The uniform, it's a representation from the country and from the school. or not?
Not in South Africa.
Not in South Africa.
No, they only represent the school badge.
The
and
school
the school
badge. Yeah, but it's a law from South Africa or not? You have to use it.
Is it a law? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure about it being a law.
In Germany, we have no law about.
Oh,
You can
but
go
how
with
does how does that come back to it being us being artificial intelligent?
because our programming, it works on a way we not know it. We not realize it, because everything what we do, it's looks normal, but if you watch deeper, it's not normal.
What do you mean not normal? Everything seems pretty natural to me, the way we operate and the way we think, because that's all we know how to think and do. Obviously, we don't know where the human race comes from, and I guess that's the element of mystery that
this is just the thing
that we can ponder about.
just the thinking about the systems. We not think about why we have to use an uniform if you go to school. You know, we not think about. We just use it
well, because
all other use it.
well,
So this
no,
is
it's because it distinguishes the students from this school from the students of a different school. Because if you're walking around and you're saying, and people see your uniform, or you're in pictures at school, you know, then people can say you're from this school. I'm guessing that's why they implement it. I mean, I'm not for uniforms at school. I don't care about that stuff at all. And I hated wearing them, just like everybody hates wearing them going to school. All children hate wearing uniforms.
You understand the mind behind or not? You're apart from the system.
I think my understanding of the mind behind it is different from your understanding. So why don't you elaborate?
You think it's just apart from the school?
I think it's just a mandate from the school, yeah.
I think it's a mandate from the government.
And why do you think it's a mandate from the government? If it is the case in certain countries.
It is on, how I can say it, you can teach children everything, you know, and you can teach them same like a program.
You can program their minds, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean,
and this is a part of them. This is what I mean. This is a part of programming.
Well, maybe it's just a part of programming from the government, if it was, to program us to dress properly for
the army,
to assume the position of army, or working in the economical fields that they have put in place in the system for us already.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's true with that. I mean, in any case, now we can see that we have learned from the big guys like Robert Kiyosaki and things that the school system is in any case put in place for us to become workers and to become workers in the economy.
It's just one
part. Not to exceed above that.
It's just one part. We all believers, you know. We believe. We just believe. We not know.
Yes, that's true.
We are believers. And the second part is also with the religions. It's the same. It's the same thing. You made a program for the children. They made a program for the children. These organizations, however you want to call them, the Christians, the Muslim, the Buddhists, it's all the same. It's a program for
keeping us in place.
Yeah.
For keeping us working. For keeping us like sheep.
This is the matrix, and we not realize it. You know what I mean?
I think we're slowly coming to realize that we are in the
more
matrix.
And more,
we have guys like Andrew Tate that is talking a lot about us being in the matrix, and even Patrick Bet-David, who is also touching on that subject.
Yeah, this is a wake-up process we have.
And I think after everything that's happened in the last 2 years with forcing us to do certain things that we might have not wanted to do, the governments or were unsure of at the time, that now we're coming to realize that we're becoming way more aware of the fact that, you know, maybe things aren't the way we thought they were this whole time. I think a lot more people are starting to think this way. Luckily, we have big guys that are talking about it online, and at least they have the freedom and the platforms to do so, you know, and like us now being able to talk and post this type of videos online, which is maybe just the beginning of what's going to happen. But is it really going to change our direction just talking about it? Because, like I said now previously, we are so captivated already by virtual reality.
Yeah. Especially the newer generations.
Yeah, because of the appeals that the virtual world provides to us. You know, being able to change our avatars, being able to transform ourselves into some things that are that last way longer than we do. You know, that look way more appealing and powerful and smarter and more attractive than we actually are. You know, why wouldn't we find that appealing? Obviously we would, because we are already in the system of consumerism. We want more of this. We want a better car. We see the guys. I mean, people surrender their whole lives working a 9-to-5 to get a better car and to get a better house.
There's a problem with most of the...
Forgetting all the wonder and mystery that the life actually provides to us, you know, and the adventure.
It's a problem with most of us.
People will easily surrender
more.
People will easily surrender their life of freedom and the call to adventure for an iPhone. Or the newest iPhone 15, 14, whatever is out now.
No.
I mean, I could care less about that. But still, I do want to have a good phone. I mean, I want the good phone because I'm working constantly on my phone to prepare the work that I'm doing. You know, if I don't have a phone, I cannot contend in the marketplace. I cannot go after the dreams that I have for myself, you know? And I guess nobody really can, unless you're actively taking part in the elements and the roles.
Yeah, but if you watch deeper, this kind of dreams about brands, about special things, expensive things, this is not a dream. This is a nightmare. I'm sure that I'm serious. This is a nightmare because you make yourself under pressure for this. You know what I mean?
I'm not so sure, because for me it's not too much of a nightmare to accept the challenge.
Maybe not for you.
Isn't that the human condition though? That we have challenges that we have to overcome. That's how we evolve. That's how we become better and become proud of ourselves and build legacies. You know, if we don't accept the call to challenge ourselves and to overcome challenges, then we will never be able to look back and say, I come from that, you know, and I've exceeded to a place where I can be proud of, and now I can support people, now I can provide for people, now I can change the world around me at a massive scale. You know, before we would not be able to do that. If you're living a life of poverty, you cannot create the world around you. You cannot have any influence on the people, on what's going to happen in the future. You could not. If I had billions of dollars right now, I would be able to put processes in place. For example, to start getting AI to take care of everyone, without us needing to work, without us needing to work for our money. You know, that AI will put machines and processes in place for that. That's just automated. You know, I mean, because obviously I think that's possible now. That's possible with quantum mechanics and artificial intelligence. And perhaps even something else that might be discovered in the near future because of these new developments.
So in your mind, in my mind, if I have millions of dollars, I buy a island and make my own community, far from all this technique. Not really far. I use technique, sure.
What, so you'd isolate yourself and segregate yourself from the rest of the world?
Yeah, because
how is that going to fix anything?
We lose the connection to the nature, because we use too much technique. And we are willing to change ourselves for the digital worlds.
Yeah, but isn't that inevitable? Isn't that an inevitability? Just like you said now, I mean, are we really in control? Not really. I mean, we are slaves to where the system is taking us.
Yeah. We are slaves from the money system.
You think you'll be able to continue running your business if you don't partake in digital tools? Use digital tools? Will you be able to compete?
If
you don't have a phone today, you cannot access things like Line Man and stuff like that. Nobody can contact you except for coming here.
I not need it.
You'll be able to survive, and you'll be able to support for everybody that's in your life. And do the things that are in your heart to do, that make your existence worthwhile. Maybe if you were living alone in an island, like you said, because I can see that, I've also had desires for that, to go alone and to live on an island, isolated, take my babe, and we just create our own little family. We do fishing, we live off the land.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's possible.
Yes,
I think people are already doing that.
I think we have to do this.
You think that we should go back to doing that instead of following the what is it, what do you call it when people are seduction? Following this the seduction that AI and quantum elements provide for us, and they're telling us the whole time, come, use me.
The problem with the AI is, BlackRock?
Yeah, I know some things about BlackRock.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest business and shareholder in the world.
Isn't BlackRock deep state?
Yeah, I think it's a part of them, sure. And this AI, they call it Aladdin. There's, in a really short time, on the highest level in the money business, in all business. This is because he just use mathematics, no emotion, no anything.
But I guess that's how big business operates in any case, isn't it? That they don't really they don't care too much about human emotion. They care about profit.
This is exactly the problem, Kris. Think about, we have 8 billion people in the world, and maybe from this 8 billion, we have 3.5 billion workers. So if we change now everything, what has happened with the workers?
What is happening with the what?
With the workers.
With the workers.
If an AI use your job, what has happened? What we do with them? You understand what I mean?
Yeah, sure. I mean,
if you make a business, I understand the problem with the business makers. I make a lot of business. Many years I made business, and you always like to protect your money. Like to make a better business with not so much workers, because workers are expensive, especially in Germany. So I understand if an industry like Ford or whatever.
Okay, let me ask you. Let me answer your question. Okay, what happens to people? I think that the demand for, if AI develops into a way that it takes our jobs, I think new opportunities will open up for humans. We will have more developers. More developers will come from the economy. More people will become that instead of architects or something else. But I guess AI would also take over the development world, wouldn't it?
I think this is a self-deception, if you think on this way, because it's in all industries. It's not only one part. It's in all. It's in the food business. It's you see the big business, food business. It's all created by robots, by I don't know. If you think back 50 years back, you have in one company 100 workers. Now you have 3 or 4. They check just the technique. So in this part go on more and more. So what the governments like to mate with the people if they have no work?
That is a good question.
Yeah, and this is a big problem because they need to eat, they need a house, they need
to survive, and if they don't have that, the lens that what they will do to survive becomes dire, and that becomes a threat to big business. So I do think that's definitely something we should think about, like you said. Because you're right, artificial intelligence will be able to provide all the supply to the demand that's out there. Like we could program AI to be our developers, to automate processes.
The AI
to use machinery.
The AI not take care of anything. This is the problem. That the AI won't win.
And so does
they want made a good business because they work on algorithms.
Yeah, they're designed to do it.
They're not check left or right. They just go straight away. So what's
and neither does business. Businesses do not check left or right.
No,
they look at margin.
No, not all. Not all.
Big business.
Yeah, big business. This is the part. Yeah. Because they want make more money all the time. They want win. But sometimes we have to think, if I win, why I not share my win, But also the big business, they not like to pay tax on a normal way. They made special agreements, special contracts with the governments. They make and support with the tax from the people.
Yeah, but I understand why they do that, because governments are a joke. It's a joke.
No, it is not a joke. It is
okay. Let's.
It is apart from the matrix.
Just putting up front men to spread some more propaganda for hidden agendas. That's all I see it as.
You have to think about the industry, the business, and so all money business also, and the governments. It's a corporation. You have to know this. It's a cooperation, and now we are in a point. The industries make a dictate to the governments to make this law or this law or this law for a running business, you know. And this is also a part same like a mafia, you know what I mean? If I see this, what they made in Germany the last 80 years or 100 years, the German people support the nuclear power, you know, from the first moment. And I think more than 50% from all costs the tax pay. So the people pay. So, and if you made a business, maybe we made a business and they say, okay, we make an invest 50-50, so we share 50-50 to win, you know. But the governments, they're not share. You can ask yourself why 40 years after they made the support to this industry, to this power industry, why the public have to pay for the trash? What has happened with the wind, the 40 years, you know? And why this people in Germany pay the highest price in the world for power? How can? You know what I mean? If you made a normal business, that's what I mean, and you use 50% from the incoming tax from the public, so the public, it's a partner from this industry, you know. This is the normal way, it's a business way.
Yeah.
But they're not made.
No.
Yeah, this is what I mean, and it's happened everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I say government's a joke. That's why I say that.
It's not a joke, it's a cooperation. They work for the
yeah, but
big
it's a
money.
joke for us. It's a joke for us because we don't get a say in the business.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
They protect their systems. This is what I mean. This is what I mean at the first. If I told you, we teach the people to live in a matrix from the beginning, really from the beginning, with a mother milk. We give it with a mother milk because the mother have no idea she lives in a matrix. This is the problem. And we really have to change our minds, and really quick. If not, we can lose a lot. We talk about freedom, but we not have. I not see freedom anywhere.
Yeah, we don't really have freedom, man.
Yeah, we not have.
No, because we are controlled by the government. If we really had freedom, we can take a plane now to wherever we want in the world, and we cannot do that.
Yeah. If the industry, the governments, and this shit corporations told the public in the 1975, the worker in future must work just 10 hours for protect his family for 1 month, you know, have enough, he can pay everything, whatever he wants. And 20 years later, if you watch the reality, they use the wife also for work and pay tax, and it's not enough. 2 people work, and it's not enough for protect a family with 2 children. You know what I mean? So this is shit. This is really shit. And if you watch how many percent in the world have 95% from all money, then you can be crazy. You can be really crazy. It's 5% have 95% from all money in the world. So
yeah,
crazy.
And they just keep racking in the cash, man. They just keep getting richer and richer.
And they call himself what is the Bill Gates, for example, he called himself, oh, I forget the word.
Yeah, well, how will there be any change, really? How will there be change? It'll only be change if guys are able to get enough knowledge to build themselves up to a position where they have enough influence to make that change. But that doesn't come without having big financial support, you know? And having vision 50 years into the future about what you can do and what you can change. And that plan being so motivational that you build support and you find people who support and buy into that idea.
Yeah, but this is also this is what I mean. This is a if you know the past, then you just can say this is an self.
What are you looking for over there? Huh?
It's a self-deception.
Self-deception.
Yeah. If you think, because the people in past they believe what the governments said. You know.
Well, they still do.
Yeah.
Everyone still
yeah,
believes.
Sure. Yeah, sure. And this is the problem.
Even like Thailand now, who elected someone in power, and now they said that he cannot be in power, and then they just appointed someone else. So what's the point?
This is for example, what it means, the new world order or the great reset or whatever, however they call them. The old come back, you know, and it is what happened in the world now. The rich people can do whatever they want.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's the same like 150, 200 years ago with the blue blood. They not take care of anything.
What's blue blood?
The Germans say Adel, the blue blood, the king and queens, and you know what I mean.
The royalty.
Yeah, the royals. Yeah, this is exactly what happened again. Now, but now they just changed the position.
Well, the game has changed a lot already, but they have
not really. If you watch deeper, you can see in a lot of big business and industries you can find the names of the royals. So it's not really changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with that respect.
They walk in the secret and silence.
Yeah, but the game has changed because of the way the governments operate now. I mean, they still have to play a different type of ball game. You know, they still have to hire people or have connections with other people that will help them to spread a message that will, you know, fool the public, for example. For one example. If they don't build that type of influence, then, but I guess it's the same, like you said, 150, 200 years ago, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
They did the same thing then too.
Yeah, they not take care of anything. Also, if people selected, I listened to the word from the
they just use
foreign affairs for Germany.
They use the people who don't have power, like them, as pawns, as little pawns that can go and run into the fire while they sit back and analyze what happens to the fire when we run into it.
For example, the German Minister for Foreign Affairs, if the war starts in Ukraine, she go to Ukraine and like to support him, and she talked with this, I don't know, puppet from Ukraine, and in a TV, you have to think about in the TV. And she said, we stay behind you. I not take care whatever my voters say. And you know what I mean? It's like, same like she kicked your ass. You know, because she will support war.
Yeah, yeah.
They have no reason for war.
Yeah, well, neither does. War is good for business, man. Yeah. I said, why do you seem so distracted all the time?
Destructive.
We're trying to shoot a video here. You're distracted all the time. I can't stand that shit, Brownie.
Because check what people do on my car.
Are they stealing your car? Okay, well, that's our conversation for the night. If you have any comments on what we said, please join the conversation and let us know what you think. All right, see you in the next, subscribe and like so that you can see the next videos that we post. Bye.
Bye-bye.